Hi guys, this is Michelle Kolker with Kolker Real Estate Group, and I just felt like coming on and sharing a little bit about what my experience has been in the San Diego real estate market throughout the last few days, let's call it weeks, of the coronavirus mania that is going on right now. Um, First and foremost, I want to give my biggest shout out to those who are in the medical field, risking their lives to help people, those who are working at grocery stores, those who are I just risking more exposure. And I have such a tremendous amount of respect for you. Also, I personally am really enjoying seeing our little micro community. We live in Del Sur, taking walks, seeing people getting a breath of fresh air, seeing kids on bikes, not congregating, against rules or whatever they are, but just kind of being. And so much of our lives can be so go, go, go that our kids are in heaven. Getting some family time. And right now we're choosing to focus on that positive. So what's going on in the real estate market? A lot. If you have a lender or know one, please text them or call them the biggest hug and heart, because they are being contacted left and right. So lenders, obviously, rates are at historic lows, and lenders have been contacted by a significant number of refinances as well as just new home resale purchases. And they had previously at least been instructed that resale purchases get a priority over refinancing in terms of turn times. But I know our lender in particular, Sherry Arnold from Guaranteed Rate, I don't know how she's sleeping because she has hundreds and hundreds of emails a day. So thank you, Sherry, for all you're doing. So for a lot of people, San Diego is one of the hottest markets in all of the US, especially in California. And whereas in past years you saw some of the hottest markets be in San Francisco and Los Angeles, San Diego is pulling a lot of employees here from Apple, different companies, and is just growing. So there's not a ton of land. There is some building going on, but with rates being so low, it kind of took buyers just out of the woodworks. So somebody who used to be able to afford a home that was $800,000 may now have the buying power of, 1.1 million. The rate increases significantly drop the monthly payment. That being said, prices pretty steadily appreciate in San Diego, and you're seeing that as well. Financially, if you're looking at a monthly payment, it always makes sense to have a lower monthly payment. For many people, it makes sense to have a lower monthly payment. And even if you have a higher priced home with a lower mortgage, you're going to have a lower payment than if you are waiting for prices to drop, but rates are increasing. So that is what is driving some of the, prior to this week, rampant activity. And also with a lot of it tied to school systems, calendar years, in spring is when a lot of people will list their homes. So we were seeing a lot of multiple offers and it being fairly competitive on the buying side for those homes that are priced accurately. With the last few days of events, there's still quite a bit of activity going on in the real estate market. It's just changed a little bit how we're traversing it. So we're seeing some virtual open houses, offers that are sight unseen. Obviously, there are definitely people who are sitting on the sidelines out of fear or out of safety, and that is completely fine and understandable. A lot of people who had sort of been on the fence between moving and not, with the refinancing, had just taken the opportunity to contact their lender, do some type of refinancing that's going to allow them to do some of the upgrades to their home that they had previously wanted to. So that is great for all those who, especially now that we're going to be sitting around a little bit more, you tend to focus on your space. And so if you've been thinking of wanting to enhance it, I feel bad telling you to reach out to a lender, but they're still working right now. And then obviously the question is what will happen now in these coming days and in these few weeks. And sometimes it's okay just not to know. And it's okay to have a day of just kind of being, not panicking, going, okay, this is today. We'll see what tomorrow is. And next week might be different. Making rash decisions usually doesn't benefit us. And my goodness, maybe you have time now to really go over some of the comps we've been sending you and look at what the state of the market has been to do some of the repairs. We advise all of our listings. We have a stager come over to give a consult, and there is a whole laundry list of items that she'll give to maximize the sales price. So maybe now's the time to go through that little by little. So I think we're going to see a significant increase once this all dies down of sort of immediate activity. The people that are either, maybe you've seen a place before and so now you're wanting to make an offer on it, or you feel comfortable with the cleaning measures in place. I know a lot of realtors are having wiping down, every surface prior to a buyer coming in and only allowing one buyer at a time, wiping off every surface after that buyer leaves. So all that kind of stuff. If you're now looking, you may just have a little bit less competition in terms of being a buyer, and with rates so low, it might be a great opportunity. So there's so many things, and even what I say today is going to be outdated in a few days. But as of today, that's some of the things we're seeing. We just had an inspection today. Escrows are still going, and yes, they're going to be the people who are significantly affected by the stock market, and maybe they're in a new, a longer term escrow for a new home construction purchase, and maybe a significant amount of their down payment was going to come from the stock market. You will see people affected and having to pull out of escrows. And what I say to that is my heart goes out to anyone who's financially affected. And I just know that the amount of community that we've seen in the last few days, at least in our micro community, has been so heartwarming that I have no doubt we will be there for each other in the ways that we can be. And obviously give us a call if you have anything you want to chat about, but mostly know that we're thinking of all of you, and that we hope you're able to glean some positive from your time at home, or being socially distanced these upcoming days and weeks. Have a great day.